Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Raja. And before moving to content, and please like, share, subscribe to my channel to get more alerts. So in the last video we discussed about so dynamically changing this a metric with the help of this a parameter actions. And in the last video I showcased a trend line, and on the trend line itself, and if you hover on your mouse, and how it is changing the dynamically the date, and as well as the dynamic headers, and the icons. So if you click on these icons, how it is frequently changing those metrics. And now this video is continuation of this like a part 2 video. And in this video what I did, right, I have written like a few calculations. We derived these calculations based on these like a selections only, like a dynamic date selection. So so YTD values will automatically changed, based on these a dynamic date selection. And even though if you apply these icons, same what do you say that metrics will get automatically changed dynamically. Okay, let me go back to this like a dashboard. I'll show you that like a functionality, and later on that, and so how do we implement that. So I'll show you in the dashboard itself only. So let me go back to this dashboard, and here we go. If you see here, and so we have like a one trend line, and so it's representing this like a week of order date, and along with this sales trends. And so here if you see here, there are like two icons, and like it's a profit and sales, and it depends on this like a metric selection, the trend line will get changed dynamically. And so even though the headers will get automatically updated based on this like a selection. But in this video, additionally I added this like a 4 additional KPIs over here. So like a YTD, QTD, MTD, and TD, nothing but like it's a selected data, and we can call it as so today selected data or something. Okay, and now so the functionality so if you hover on any one of these like a data point, and based on that the KPIs metrics will will get changed. And so now default we are selected this sales trends, and in case if you want to click on this like a profit, and if you see here, and the below KPIs got changed. Now meanwhile if you observe here, the instead of this YTD sales, and now we got this YTD profit, that is also the dynamic text, so based on this like a selection. And so if you observe here, so what is this red line here? So this is our one of our reference line. So it has created on this top of this axis only, the week of ordered axis. And and then I have applied some parameter actions. Based on that, if you hover your mouse, the reference line is dynamically changing in the same manner. And here also the below the calculation, also the below calculations, whatever calculation we have, so those are we have written, and whichever being using in our dashboard, those are those calculations also dynamically changing those values here. And if you see here, and so right now we have selected this like a 12/11/2016, and if you see the YTD, it's a 72,187. If you go back to this like a previous year YTD, it's almost 56,849. And there is almost I guess almost 18 or 19,000, there is some difference. And so if you see in this like a brackets, it is showing some percentage value. It is nothing but it's YTD growth. So how much growth we compared to this like a YTD and previous YTD. In the same manner, if you see here, and here also we can see these so like a YTD details, as well as previous QTD details, as well as previous year QTD details. In the same manner we can see MTD as well as selected date profit also. So now the thing is like, so how do we derive this like a calculations first of all? And so let me go back to my PPT and I'll explain. So I mean how I have written these like calculations here. So let me go back to my PPT and yeah, if you see here, and so order date nothing but like order date, it's a column, actually it is coming from this our source. So right now we are connected to this superstore sample data, so that so that specific coming column we are bringing from this like source only. And if you observe here, select date support is nothing but like you see that we already created one parameter, right? So on top of that, and we have created one more like a support calculation for that. For example, so with the help of this parameter actions, is there any changes happen in that parameter? Same thing can be happened in this like a calculation also, select date support. And here what I have written here, right? So generally the YTD, year to date sales, means is nothing but like right now. So let me explain the practical one actually. So right now we are in once again. So what is the date today? It's a September 4. And if you imagine like a September 4 we are in, so today is September 4th, right? And so let me enter this 4 September 2022. So I'll explain so as per the condition what it derives actually. So if you observe here, so today we are in like a 04/09/2022. If I use this like a date trunk, so in the date trunk we mentioned this like a year. So what it derives, right? So it derives this like a year of start date. Year of start date nothing but like so here initially it will automatically fetch so 01/01/2022. So if I use this like a date trunk, so I can get this value. In case if I use this like a quarter, what will happen? So right now we are in third quarter, so that and so generally the so we are in third quarter, so that so this is the last month of this like a third quarter. So that if I use this like a quarter, it derives this it's a 107. It will derive automatically that value. And if I use this month, so it will automatically generate the current month, so start date. So for example, right now we are in September, so that it will derive this start of the started of this month only. So as per this condition, so generally YTD means so year to date, right? Our year started with this day only. I'm sorry, started with this 01/01. And as per the condition what it derives, right? If order date greater than to this specific like a day and less than 2 select date support. Less than 2 select date support nothing but like I told you, right? And so today we have like a 04/09, right? So it always the order date always so less than or equals to this today's date only. So based on these condition, so Tableau derive this like a sales value. But so it's a very simple like a calculation, and it's depends on your understand, you can get easily it's very easy to understand. And so if I go back to this previous year, and so what I did, right, in the previous year nothing but like so right now we are in 04 and 09/2022. So if you talk about this like a previous year, it is nothing but like it's last year same day. So initially like I have written this date add function to go back to this like a previous year. So what I did, right, and if you see here date add, if I add this -1 year, that means like so I just want to go back to this like a past year. If you want to go back to this future, you can add only 1. So that is I'm decided to go back to this like a previous year, so that I just added this -1 minus 1 to the select date support only. So we already I told you, right? And so select date nothing but like the today date only. Okay, if I add this minus 1, then what will happen? So if you imagine, so I can derive this, I mean like 04 09 2021. So I can get this, I mean, so I'll get this, I mean like a date only. And here after that what I'm going to do is, right, I'm just applied date run function. So to get this, I mean like start date of a, like a specific, I mean year, like a 2021 start date. And so 2021 start is nothing but like it's a 01 and again 01 and 2021. So this is our start date. So based on this, I mean like a calculation, so order date is greater than to 01/01/2021 and order date is less than or equals to 04/09/2021. So in this manner, so I mean the PD, I mean previous YTD will works actually. So growth nothing but like it's no, you know, the growth, so like it's a simple calculation, like it's a YTD minus, I mean like a previous year YTD by previous year YTD. And if you apply this, I mean like a condition, we can get this, I mean like a growth. And so but in this, I mean like a current dashboard, I didn't apply any arrow indications over there. But so if you wants to, you know, we can add this, I mean like arrow indications also. If it is, I mean like a positive value, so we can showcase this, I mean like you know, green color indication, like up arrow. And if it is negative value, we can showcase that, I mean like negative red color, like, you know, down arrow. So for this, I mean I mean time being, I just added this, I mean like you know, like the KPIs. And if you want, I mean like if you want to do some beautiful things, and we can add, I mean, many things here. And so I hope you guys have enjoyed this, I mean like a video. So in the next video, what I'm going to do, right, and so right now we have selected these icons. And so based on the selection, the trend line getting changed, as well as the below like, you know, things are getting changed. In the next, I mean video, what I'm going to raise, if I click on this, I mean like a YTD profit, generally what it does is it shows this some like, you know, band. So where it is started actually, the like, you know, year of, I mean like started, and where it is, and it shows this, I mean end of the like end of the started, I mean end of the, I mean like a day, nothing but like it's a selected date only. And generally I can showcase this like you know, there is some, you know, band, what do you call that, in the reference lines we have some, like, you know, option, right, to band to showcase this, I mean like a selection, like a start date to current, I mean like a selected date. I can showcase that, I mean like some background color for that. And even if you click on this, I mean QTD, so generally where it is, I mean where it is, I mean started that, I mean like a start of this quarter. And so what is, I mean like our current selected, I mean like date. In this manner, probably I'll show you that, I mean like some background color on the top of this, I mean like a trend line. And yes, and I think I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for watching, and Jai Hind.